The NCAA and Maranatha Baptist University promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions will not be tolerated. Furthermore, public intoxication or the possession or consumption of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products are all grounds for removal from the side of competition and other disciplinary actions. At the same time, we encourage you to be loud, be proud, and be positive. Good afternoon, and welcome to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University in this men's basketball matchup. In the maroon, we have the visiting conquerors of Association Free Lutheran Bible School. And in gold, your Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats! Please rise and remove your hats for a word of prayer. Following prayer, we will honor our country with the playing of the national anthem, meet the starters, and get this game going. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, I thank you for the game of basketball. Thank you for giving the visitors safety as they travel here. I pray that this game would be played with safety and with skill by the student athletes. Be with the coaches and officials. I pray that they would make accurate decisions. But above all, Lord, as always, I pray that everything that we do and everything that we say inside this gym this afternoon would bring honor and glory back to you. And we pray this in the name of your Son, our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. And now for the starters, beginning with the conquerors. Junior forward from McIntosh, Minnesota, number 4, Micah Olson. Senior guard from Moorhead, Minnesota, number 11, Josiah Quanbeck. Junior guard from Valley City, North Dakota, number 12, Luther Zeltinger. Junior guard from Corcoran, Minnesota, number 14, Micah Moan. And a senior center from Hillsborough, North Dakota, number 23, Ben Dryberg. The Conquerors are coached by Brad Byerly. And now the starters for your Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. Senior guard from St. Louis, Missouri, number 3, Jonathan Brooke. Senior guard from Lodi, California, number 15, David Lerma. Senior forward from Wasilla, Alaska, number 22, Rob Sonnenberg. Sophomore forward from Dallas, Texas, number 23, Stephen Wilkerson. And a senior forward from Rockford, Illinois, number 5, Hill. The SaberCats are coached by Keith Solskjaer in his 7th season, assisted by associate head coach Joel Borkhardt, with assistants Jeff Borkhardt and John Teasdale. The officials this evening are Joseph Dyson, John Fullerton, and Matthew Machi. Let's play basketball.
Good afternoon and welcome to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University in Watertown, Wisconsin. So glad to have you along for this afternoon's broadcast, this non-conference matchup featuring the Association of Free Lutheran Conquerors and the Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. Looking forward to this, the first matchup between these two teams. Conquerors are affiliated in the Association of Christian College Athletics. They are 3-7 on the season, and they play in the Northern Intercollegiate Athletics Conference. Currently 8th out of 9 place in that conference. SaberCats basketball off the loose ball, out of bounds. And Book brings it across, the senior leader, one of the senior leaders on this team. But Book is certainly off to a good start. He's leading all scorers this season on the SaberCats with more than 12 points a game. Almost 13 points a game for Jonathan Book, the senior. He will inbound from the baseline. Matt Gill's shot blocked out of bounds by the Conquerors. Lerma can be deadly from behind the three-point line. Book drives, lays it up off balance, can't get it to go. Loose ball, Lerma collects. And in the lane finds Sonnenberg on the wing for three, short on that attempt. Moen on the ball for the Conquerors as they set up their first offensive possession. Dryberg leaves for Olsen. He'll pop, no good. Gill the board. Olsen's first attempt, no good. Ahead, Wilkerson was not expecting the pass from Book and could not collect. First turnover for the SaberCats. Dryberg working against Gill. Spins down low, rises up off glass, gets it to go. Lerma kicks out to Sonnenberg. He'll try again on the wing for three. No good. Two looks for Sonnenberg, coming up empty. Ahead is Quanbeck. Bounces it out of bounds as Gill was recovering on the weak side. So Micah Moen will inbound from the baseline. The officials are correcting the possession arrow, making sure we're all set to go here as we move forward with play. Moen will try, that was not Moen, that was Olsen trying a three-point attempt and no good. Ball out of bounds as Zeltinger was battling Gill. Book down low to Gill. Contact. No foul called, but the ball out of bounds. Olsen certainly looked like he got Gill on the body before the block. Wilkerson spins it back out to Gill. Book will reset for the SaberCats. 7 seconds on the clock. Book to Wilkerson. Three-point attempt from Wilkerson, around and out. Sonnenberg, the loose ball. Rebound. Takes it away from Olsen and scores. On the wing, Moen rises up and fills it up. Sorry, that was Zeltinger. Quanbeck. Wilkerson can't finish on the other end. So Quanbeck with the last board there for, or last bucket for the Conquerors. Sorry about that. Quanbeck across to Zeltinger. Shot fake, Lerma stays with him. Now Moen rises up. Too strong on the attempt, no good. And the SaberCats with a chance to tie or take the lead. Book races ahead, and a foul called as Book used his speed. And we'll step to the free throw line for the first attempts either way today. Conquerors are 3-7 on the season as Book knocks in the first free throw. The Conquerors took an 83-94 loss to Oak Hills Christian. who compete in the NCAA North Region along with Maranatha Baptist University. So maybe a little bit of a measuring stick there, but not a lot known about the opponents for the SaberCats. Tie game. Olsen backs out to Zeltinger. For three, behind the Olsen screen, no. Sonnenberg strong for the board. Book ahead to Lerma, wide open for three, sets and shoots, too strong. Ball tipped out of bounds off the Conquerors. And it'll stay with the SaberCats. Lerma into Book. Book splits the defenders, rises up, fills it up. Book got past a double team and then sidestepped a third defender to finish at the rack. 6-4, first SaberCats lead. Loose ball, Gills there to collect. Lerma ahead to Book, fouled again. And this time it is Josiah Quanbeck picking up the foul. And Tierney checking into the game, Isaac Tierney, as Quanbeck heads to the bench. 2 fouls on the Conquerors. In the corner is Wilkerson, behind the Matt Gill screen. Cross court to Lerma. Lerma, dribble drive, stops, dishes to Wilkerson. Now Lerma, 10 to shoot. In the lane, kicks to Sonnenberg in the corner for three. Shot won't go for Sonnenberg. He's 0 for 3 from behind the three-point line. Ahead is Micah Moan. Reach-in foul called against Wilkerson. First SaberCats foul. As Berge checks into the game. Inbounds pass. Zeltinger somehow comes away with it. Gill being harassed by Zeltinger. So that's the second on Zeltinger. Interesting to see if Coach Brad Byerly goes to his bench or if Zeltinger will stay. He does for the moment. Book working with Sonnenberg. Wilkerson in the corner. Baseline drive from Wilkerson. Lays it up strong and in. Wilkerson used his right hand to shield and lay it up. Smart play from Wilkerson. Loose pass. Book away with the basketball. Pushing the tempo. Gill. Wilkerson. Sonnenberg backing down.
Hey, Dave, can you tell Leah to turn the camera?
And it'll stay with the SaberCats off the loose ball. Officials conferring about the shot clock. It'll stay at 20. No possession gained by the Conquerors. Book to inbound from the baseline. Into Gill. Patient inbound play there from the SaberCats. Several cuts leading to Matt Gill wide open underneath. Deep three from Tierney. Too strong. Sonnenberg ahead to Book. Wow. Sonnenberg so cool on the ball. So unusual to see a big guy. Shouldn't say big guy, a post player with those kind of handles, just flipping the ball ahead to Book, who lays it in. 8-point advantage. SaberCats on a 10-0 run. Tierney working against Sonnenberg. Off the window. Ends the drought. Junior out of Bagley, Minnesota. Wilkerson. Cross court. Lerma. Cross to Gill. Ball moving around the perimeter. Lerma with 3 to shoot. Out to Book. And good defense leads to a shot clock violation. Maybe good defense, maybe poor offense. You be the judge of that. And a timeout taken. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back after this timeout. 13.5 minutes to play here in the first half. SaberCats doubling up the Conquerors. A long 3-point attempt from Berge, no good, but the tip on the weak side brings the Conquerors back within 4. Wilkerson to Gill, back to Wilkerson. Sturwald in the lane. No good. Blake, the rebound, can't get it to go either. Blake, Sturwald, and Sanders into the game for the SaberCats out of that timeout. 3-point attempt, no good. Sanders the rebound. Ahead to Sturwald, pass just a little bit behind Sturwald. And a turnover. Tierney at the elbow, passes up a wide open shot. Ball taken away from by Wilkerson from Moen. And then Moen commits the reach-in foul. As Olsen set to check back in. And a 30-second timeout taken by the SaberCats coach, Keith Salscheider. We'll be right back after this break.
Are you looking for something to do? Come into Watertown Bowl 18 or Watertown Bowl North and enjoy our friendly, courteous service along with a clean family atmosphere. Our family-operated business strives to give you, your family, and friends a pleasant experience each and every time you visit. Check out our website at watertownbowl.com for hours of operation and for weekly specials.
SaberCats basketball out of the timeout. Zeke Sturwald coming off a career night last night. Wilkerson knocks down the three-pointer on the wing. Get back to that point about Sturwald. He had a career-high 17 points last night in the SaberCats win at Dayspring Bible. Their second win in the calendar year. They've gone 2-3 so far in 2019. Sturwald lines up a three-pointer, knocks down a three-pointer. Back-to-back threes from the SaberCats, back out to a 10-point advantage. Berge across, now in the paint. Dryberg kicks back to Tierney. SaberCats not biting on shot fakes. 3 seconds to shoot. Tierney will hoist a three and way off. That was a solid ball and a half outside. Don't know if you could see it from the camera angle, but that was wide. Three-point attempt on the wing from Milliken. No good. Tierney back to Dryberg, and he knocks down a deep two. Milliken to Sturwald. Lazy pass almost taken away. Blake lays it up and in. Wanted to throw it down, but couldn't. Nice dish from Tyree Bruno. Just into the game for the SaberCats as well, number 0. Three-point attempts from Berge, no good. Underneath is Tierney. Back up top to Olsen. Working against Sanders. Tierney drives against Bruno and is able to get past him and in. Sturwald on the wing. And into the game for the Conquerors. Number 10, Micah Blake, seeing his first action. And back in is Micah Moen. As Quan Beck and Dryberg take a seat on the Conquerors bench. They trail by 8 halfway through the first half. Olsen. Moen over Sturwald. No. Blake, easy rebound. Sanders ahead to Sturwald on the wing for 3. Sets his feet. No. Blake, the rebound, lays it up and in. Through contact, he'll go to the free throw line. Blake's free throw is good. And the SaberCats lead by 11. Moen ahead to Berge. Deep 3 again over Milliken. Nothing there. Missed everything. Sanders ahead. Side steps the defenders, lays it up and in. Euro step from Sanders. And an easy layup. Tierney. Olsen. Spinning is Berge, fouled on the attempt. First free throw from Phil Berge is good. Two for 2. Junior out of Maple Grove, Minnesota. The Conquerors within 11. Sanders bounces to Sturwald. Bruno kicks to Milliken. Three-pointer. Almost. And then he dishes to Blake. Mid-shot. Blake spins inside. Kicks back to Sanders. Sanders, floater in the lane. No. Gets his own rebound. And we've got a foul on Moen. And Sturwald will inbound from the baseline. Shot won't go. Blake in there for the rebound. So SaberCats not necessarily knocking down a bunch of outside shots, but they've been crashing the offensive boards as Tierney answers on the other end. Second three-pointer for Tierney is good. Short memory, just airballed a three-pointer from that almost exact same spot minutes ago. And not that time. Tierney. Past Sturwald, lays it up and lays it in. Tierney with 5 quick points. Draws the Conquerors back within 8. They're hanging tough in the first half. Milliken. Sanders to Bruno, had to save it. Cross court to Sturwald. 3-pointer in the corner for Sturwald, knocks it down. SaberCats slow getting back. Olsen able to get an open look. Sturwald and Sanders will take a seat as Wilkerson and Book check back in for the SaberCats. 7:21 to play here in the first half. Blake back into the game for the Conquerors. On the baseline, Zeltinger back in as well. Zeltinger drives past Blake, fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. First free throw from Zeltinger, too long. SaberCats coming into this one have a 6-7 record on the season. Mentioned earlier they've gone 2-3 since the turn of the year. Leading rebounders for the SaberCats, Sonnenberg. Over 6.5 rebounds per game, and Book with almost 6 rebounds per game. It's a hallmark of SaberCats guards for the past several years in the Saul Scheider era. Guards, the guards rebound well for the SaberCats. In his day, Clayton Morrison was a leading rebounder for the SaberCats, and Book has picked up that torch. Bruno kicks to Lerma, down low to Blake, dishes to Bruno, lefty no. Wilkerson can't finish. Bruno struggling for the rebound, can't find it. Zeltinger back to Berge for 3, and he fills it up. Berge was given space enough to step into that one and finishes. Deep 3 brings the Conquerors back within 8. 6:23 to play in the first half. Sonnenberg, Gill checking back in. Bruno and Blake are going to go to the bench. Wilkerson. Sonnenberg back to Wilkerson. Lerma up top. Book at the elbow, dishes to Sonnenberg. Baseline drive. And Zeltinger is going to be whistled for the foul. It's his third. Zeltinger is going to the bench for the Conquerors. And Sonnenberg shooting a 1-and-1. Around and down. Both free throws good for Sonnenberg. His first attempts this afternoon. On the wing is Olsen. Now Tierney backing it out. Resets. Gets the switch on Gill. Gill staying tough. 4 seconds to shoot. Tierney over Gill. Way short on the attempt. Shot clock violation. And Gill is pumped. Good defense from number 35. Tierney did not really have a chance there. Lerma cross court to Book. Working with Gill. Lerma splits the defenders, but walked en route. Still a 10-point game as Eli Nessa checks in for the first time for the Conquerors, and Ben Dryberg replaces Micah Blake. 10-point game, just over 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Olsen. Loose ball. Gill comes away with it, and I think there's going to be a foul on the Conquerors. It is a hold on Tierney, and that is his second foul. 8 team fouls on the Conquerors, so Gill will be shooting a 1-and-1. SaberCats only 3 fouls thus far. Fans, if you want to pick up some swag and find some SaberCats merchandise, visit the official online store of the MBU SaberCats. That's shopsabercats.com for all of your SaberCats sporting apparel. Micah Moen knocks down the 3. Or a deep 2. Book was looking for Wilkerson on the roll to the basket. And 14, Moen got inside Lerma. So Lerma picks up the foul, and Moen will step to the free throw line. His first attempt on the afternoon is good. And checking in for the Conquerors, number 20, Ignacio Davalos. Moen 2 for 2 on that trip. Wilkerson in the corner to Lerma. Wilkerson steps back to Lerma, 6 to shoot. Lerma to Sonnenberg as the shot clock expires. No good. Book the rebound. Nessa had no idea he was there. Lerma out to Sonnenberg for 3. On the wing, no. Sonnenberg cannot make an outside shot. Got a smile on his face. Davalos finds Quanbeck for 3. And it's a 3-point game. Conquerors close. Just a few minutes ago, this seemed to be really a one-sided affair. Few empty trips for the SaberCats. Not this time. As Matt Gill strong to the cup. And a little flex for the fans. As he will step to the free throw line with a chance for one more. SaberCats now in the double bonus, or will be in the double bonus, as soon as the clock starts again. Freiberg, Davalos, Moen. Quanbeck, short, no, Gill, the rebound. Book ahead to Sonnenberg, who cuts and slams it down two-handed. And Sonnenberg may have injured his finger on the dunk. As his finger looks to be... His finger is bleeding. So we've got... We now have a opportunity to clean up blood off the floor. Event staff will take care of that as the referees sort it out. We're going to go to a timeout here. We'll have a short break, and we'll be back for the final 2 minutes and 40 seconds of this first half.
Are you looking for something to do? Come into Watertown Bowl 18 or Watertown Bowl North and enjoy our friendly, courteous service along with a clean family atmosphere. Our family-operated business strives to give you, your family, and friends a pleasant experience each and every time you visit. Check out our website at watertownbowl.com for hours of operation and for weekly specials. Are you looking? Brad Kinsey and Realty Executives Platinum are intimately familiar with the demographics of the southeastern Wisconsin market. Located in Watertown, we employ sales executives and brokers who are dedicated to helping you find your dream home, as well as assisting you in acquiring the most for your property sale. Be assured that we are always looking out for our clients' best interests and dealing with you honestly. Your satisfaction is the measure of our success. Brad Kinsey and Realty Executives Platinum.
So the floor has been sufficiently and adequately cleaned in the opinion of the referees. And so we got 2 shots coming for Micah Moen. Good news is Sonnenberg looks to be okay after that authoritative dunk on the other end. Not sure if the injury occurred with the vicious slam against the rim or possibly on en route to that, maybe a defender's hand. So Moen will go to the bench for the Conquerors. SaberCats with a 6-point lead. Gill on the basketball. Good defending from Davalos. Blake. Sturwald. Gill. Steps back. Sanders now with 10. Book. 2 screens. Kicks for Gill. 3-point attempt from Gill. No. And Quanbeck the board. Davalos. Now Olsen. Looking for a screen. Gets one from Blake. Rises up. Blocked by Sanders. Blake the rebound. Or, well, not a rebound. Collects the loose ball. Book to Blake. Now Sanders down low working against Olsen. And Olsen picks up his first. That's not right. It is Olsen's first foul. Sanders knocks down the free throw. Moen is back in the game as Davalos takes a seat. Sanders' second free throw rattles around and out. Deep three from Moen. No. Sturwald tips it. Book collects. Book right past the defender. Kicks to Sanders for 3, and that's all good. Book doing all the dirty work, and Sanders cashes in. Book's going to pick up a foul for his troubles. Almost had the steal. Gill will step to the bench as Bruno's back on the floor for the SaberCats. 10-point lead. 1 minute to play in the first half. Sanders blocks Moen. And Moen will step to the free throw line once again. And off the front end and in. It's fun to see the progression of Book over his career. Been privileged to be up here long enough to see from more of the beginning stages of Book, maybe a little bit less confidence in those days. Now rising to a place of leadership, and you can just see the confidence with which he plays the game. He sees it. It's like the game is slowing down for him. But it just gets faster on the court as Blake finishes off the window. Book plays at a lightning pace, but still so smooth, doesn't seem rushed. Olsen past Bruno and in. SaberCats can hold for the final shot if they would like. And Coach Salscheider reminds them of that reality. 8-point game, 10 seconds. Bruno on the wing for 3. Long. At the horn. 3/4 court attempt off the front of the rim. At least it looked like that from my vantage point. That was a lot closer than the SaberCats would have wished. 43-35 is the score at halftime. SaberCats with the 8-point lead. We'll be back in 15 minutes for second half action. Hope you'll stay with us. We'll see you shortly.
How much money do your home's energy bills steal from your wallet every month? Well, heating your home takes 1/3 of your energy money. Water heating takes over 1/10, and air conditioning takes over 1/10. Those alone account for more than half of your monthly energy bill. Since 1979, Klecker's Heating and Air Conditioning of Watertown has been selling and installing high-quality, state-of-the-art, energy-efficient home comfort equipment and providing maintenance services to existing equipment to keep it running at peak efficiency, and saving you money. Call them today at 920-261-9218 to learn how Kleckers can help you keep more of your energy money in your wallet. For something to do? Come into Watertown Bowl 18 or Watertown Bowl North and enjoy our friendly, courteous service along with a clean family atmosphere. Our family-operated business strives to give you, your family, and friends a pleasant experience each and every time you visit. Check out our website at watertownbowl.com for hours of operation and for weekly specials.
Welcome back to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University for second half action. Just about set to get underway here. 8-point lead for the SaberCats. Justin Blake leads the SaberCats offensively with 9 points. Book, Sturwald, Sanders, and Sonnenberg all have 6. Leading scorer on the floor is Isaac Tierney. He's got 11, and Micah Moans kicked in 8 as well. SaberCats enjoyed several stretches of double-digit leads in the first half, but the Conquerors were able to hang tight, close out the half, and with an 8-point run. Zeltinger leans up off glass over Lerma. And a strong move from Zeltinger. Conquerors lost to Silver Lake College earlier this season, 84-108, despite having 4 of their players hit double-digit points. So they Conquerors can fill it up offensively speaking. And they're looking to do so here in the second half. Moen for 3. No. Zeltinger off the Quanbeck tip. Olsen. Moen. Rises up over Wilkerson. No. Gill the board. Book pushing the tempo. Back to Wilkerson. Lerma for 3. Short. Wilkerson dives in for the rebound. Gill now on the wing working against Olsen. Sonnenberg behind the book screen, lays it up, can't get it to go, but draws the foul. And the foul will be on Ben Dryberg. 2 shots for Sonnenberg. And Sanders into the game for Wilkerson. Second free throw from Sonnenberg off the mark. And 7-point lead for the SaberCats. Moen to Olsen. Over Book. Off the front of the rim and in. Gill past Olsen. And off of Gill's leg out of bounds. Conquerors basketball. Chance to cut into this 5-point lead. Olsen. Steps back over Book, short, and ball up off the structure. SaberCats ball. Book across to Sanders. Down low, Gill. Too hot for Sonnenberg. SaberCats heads down the way back, and Quanbeck can't make him pay. Book beats him down the court the other direction and lays it up and in. Sanders with the heads-up play, lays it up and in. 4 quick points for the SaberCats. And a little energy coming back to the fans. Moen lays it up off the glass with the left hand and in. Referees did not catch a hold on the jersey either. Olsen tips it away from Sanders, and Sanders commits the foul. Zeltinger into Moan. Conquerors will not go away. Olsen. Olsen rises up behind the Dryburgh screen. No good. Lerma ahead to Gill. Lerma across to Sanders. In the lane is Sonnenberg. Turn around at the free throw line. No. Zeltinger the rebound. And strong ball control. Dryburgh. Moan. Got past Sanders, but pulled it back. Olsen now on the ball. Zeltinger. Moan goes to the cup. Gets fouled. And he'll have free throws. He's got 10 points. And most of his points have come from the free throw line, where he is 6 of 6 on the afternoon. Chance to add. Zeltinger and Olsen take a seat on the Conquerors bench as Tierney and Berge check back in for the Conquerors. Only one sub so far for the SaberCats in the second half, as Wilkerson took a seat only a minute and a half in to Sanders. Now Salscheider will go to his bench as Sturwald's heading to the scorer's table. Book in trouble. Tipped out of bounds by the Conquerors. Last off of Quanbeck. Gill will take a seat as Sturwald enters. Sanders from in front of his bench. Cross court to Lerma. Sanders cross to Lerma. Three-pointer in the corner for Lerma. Feet set, normally a good sign for Lerma. When he is straight up and down, he knocks him down at a high rate. No-look pass from Quanbeck. And Conquerors still control possession. Three-point attempt over Sanders, and Berge connects. Book, past Tierney, finger roll layup is good. Tierney finds a cutting Quanbeck underneath to Dryburgh and in. Good ball movement from the Conquerors. Lerma, feet set again. Basket good again. It's a big-time shot from Lerma. Back to an 8-point game. Can the SaberCats put a little run together, or can the Conquerors put their own run together and bring this game even? Tierney over Sonnenberg. No. Tip from Dryburgh. No. But a foul on Book. Zeltinger's back in as Quan Beck takes a seat. (56-50). 13 and a half minutes to play in the second half. Book gets right past Tierney, lays it up. No, too strong. Too much momentum on that from Book. And Moen is fouled by Book. Salscheider pleading his player's case. Tierney now for the Conquerors. Walks in the lane, but nothing called. Certainly looked like 3 steps. But he connects, and it's a 4-point game. Blake back to Sanders. And a strong finish from Sanders. Moen. Zeltinger on the wing. Tierney up top for 3 over Book. Too long. Blake tips it. Sanders somehow tips the ball away from Dryburgh. Had no position whatsoever. Blake now working inside. Takes it to the rack and is fouled. And Blake with 2 free throws coming. Foul is on, looks like it's on Tierney. One more free throw for Blake. Just a smidge too strong. And Berkey the board. 7-point game. Zeltinger behind the Dryburgh screen. And that ball bounced up off the cable above the net. And out of bounds. It'll be SaberCats basketball when we come back from this full timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. SaberCats basketball on the floor for the SaberCats. Book, Sturwald, Lerma, Blake, Sanders. Book bounces inside to Blake. Can't handle it cleanly. And Conquerors away in the corner. Berge 3-point attempt, no good. Lerma pushes ahead to Sanders, lays it up off the glass. No foul called. Moen gets past Book, lays it up over Blake and in. That's the second foul on Blake. Book is going to head to the bench as SaberCats going a little bit bigger here. Book will sit down. Bruno coming in. And so Saltscheider looking to go with a taller lineup. Bruno the board. Off the missed free throw attempt. Lerma rises up. And an offensive foul called on Lerma as Moen was set. And SaberCats going full court pressure here. 5-point game. Right away, Moen is trapped. Taken away by Sturwald, but Moen Tierney for three, it's good. And it's a 2-point game. Sturwald rises up at the free throw line, fills it up. SaberCats a little slow setting up that full court pressure. Conquerors able to break the timeline pretty easily. Tierney. Tipped by Sanders. Moen. Deep three from Dryberg, no. Follow-up attempt, no good either. Sturwald the board. Lerma on the wing. Now Blake. Low post against Dryberg. Hook won't go. Stays a 4-point game. Zeltinger was not expecting that pass, and then an offensive foul. Zeltinger not set on the screen. It's really the fault of the player on the ball there. Can't remember who that was, but just didn't wait for Zeltinger to get set before he started using the pick. Sturwald, Sonnenberg rises over Moen, no. Sanders in there for the rebound, lays it up and in through contact. Score the basket. Fouls on Olsen. And Sanders with a chance for three from the free throw line. Davalos into the game for the Conquerors. Moen will take a seat. He's been the engine, Moen has, for the Conquerors. So see how they can handle this stretch with Moen on the bench. Full court from the SaberCats again. This look. Zeltinger to Tierney. Again, really close to a walk is Tierney. Davalos. Tierney rises up for three. Shot won't go. Blake ahead to Sanders, who can't corral it. Again, the trap just not getting to the ball quickly enough. Conqueror's able to break it easily. On the held ball, it'll stay Conquerors basketball. And I believe the officials are going to be asking for the shot clock. So this is exactly what's happening. The officials confer, get 25 seconds on the shot clock. And Aaron Sanders leaves to a round of applause from the fans, appreciating his effort. Wilkerson's back on the floor. Tierney working against Wilkerson. Olsen Steps behind the Tierney screen, rises up for three. Nope, Blake the board. Out to Zeke Sturwald. Now Wilkerson, baseline, looking for Blake, down low, backing down. Dryberg cannot finish. Just short on the attempt again. Ahead to Zeltinger. Over Sonnenberg. Too strong. Bruno the board. Sturwald steps back for three. Shot won't go. Now Tierney pulls it back. 6-point game. Davalos at the free throw line. Back out to Tierney. Five on the shot clock. Zeltinger almost caught in midair. Bruno. Out to Wilkerson. And a little helter-skelter offense from the SaberCats. Turnover. It'll be Conquerors basketball coming out of this timeout. Called by the SaberCats. And it'll give me a chance to remind you, fans, SaberCats would like to thank their sponsors for the 2018-19 season. Realty Executives Platinum, Allstate agents Bob and Tina McKinney, Kleckers Heating and Air, Copleen Excavating, Watertown Bowl North, Culver's, and a special thanks to the premier sponsor, Pizza Hut. Thank you for your continued support of SaberCats Athletics. 8:17 to play here in the second half. Conquerors and SaberCats trading punches in this second frame. Remains a 6-point game. Isaac Tierney leading all scorers with 16. And Sanders is the leading scorer for the SaberCats. He's got 12 on 5 of 9 from the field. 1 of 3 from both the three-point line, behind the three-point line, and from the free throw line. Conquerors basketball out of the timeout. Salscheider sticking with the same 5 on the floor, it looks like. Moen throws it ahead. And Olsen blocked by Blake. Bruno pulls it ahead. Sturwald. Sonnenberg, Bruno down low. Working against Quanbeck. Turnaround good. Blake tips it. And Blake out of bounds before he could reestablish inbounds, so it'll stay Conquerors basketball. So 5 seconds for the Conquerors to advance across the timeline. Ahead to Berge. Tierney. Olsen. No, but fouled by Blake. And Olsen's first free throw attempt, no good. Blake got in too far inside. Tierney the rebound. Throws it behind Quanbeck, but able to recover. Moen in the corner, working against Sturwald. Gets past him with a screen. Can't finish with the left hand, and Blake clears the boards. Sturwald ahead to Sonnenberg. Wilkerson to Sturwald, deep 2, short, and Moen the rebound. Berge, short on the attempt. It was an awkward looking shot. Wilkerson. Bruno. Sturwald, floater, no. Moan drives against Wilkerson through contact. Legal contact as the officials demonstrating. But finishes anyways, off glass. 6-point game. Wilkerson. Sturwald. Across to Bruno. Past Berge, lays it up with the left hand and in. Offense looks awfully easy for Bruno right now. Just a complete mismatch when he gets matched up with Berge. Moan out to Olsen for three. No help defense from Blake, or too late at least, and Olsen cashes in. 5-point game. Blake taken away by Olsen. Olsen another three. No, way off. Little heat check from Olsen goes wanting. And he'll take a seat. Into the game. Blake. Meanwhile, Book scoring. Blake's back on the court, and so is Dryberg for the Conquerors. Taken away by Lerma. Sturwald. No. Rebound. Back in the corner. Sturwald gets out of trouble. Book. And Wilkerson wasn't looking for the pass from Book. Timeout is called by the Conquerors. It is a full timeout with just over 5 minutes. We'll go to a break, and we'll be back for the last part of this game. .507 to play here in Watertown. Tierney almost fell into the court. Would have been a turnover. Ahead to Blake. Back out to Tierney. Tierney working against Book. Cross court, threw it away. Lerma takes it. Ahead. Lerma leans in, can't get it to go. Sonnenberg, the rebound. Now Book. In the corner is Lerma. Nothing there. Back out to Sturwald for three. And Moen is called for the foul. Sturwald takes a seat. Gill back into the game for the SaberCats. So off the turnover, forced by Lerma. Moen called for the offensive foul. It's his third. Wilkerson. Book. Sonnenberg. Lerma. Gill. Book. Gets past Tierney. Shot won't go. Acrobatic effort from Book. 10-point game. Zeltinger. No. Short on the three-point attempt. Lerma loses the handle out of bounds. So Lerma lost it out of bounds. Zeltinger tried saving it, but before he touched the ball, it was out of bounds. And the ball is, I can see the moisture on it from here. Not sure who it touched, or maybe knocked over a cup of water. So Conquerors basketball, 3:51 to play. Sonnenberg almost took it away from Zeltinger. Moen's there to collect. Moen. Back out to Berge. Tierney. Deep three. Used every bit of his leverage to hoist that one up. Sonnenberg can't control the pass from Book. And another empty trip for the SaberCats. 3:33 to play. 10-point advantage. Tierney almost threw it away. Zeltinger, past Lerma, lays it up and in. No glass required. Zeltinger with a pretty play. Lerma. Taking time off the clock. In the corner is Sonnenberg. Wide open for three. Shot will not go. Gill in there for the rebound. And a jump ball is going to be called. Lerma now on the ball. Inside. Might have gotten away with a walk as Lerma, but he scores anyways. It was an awkward couple of steps he took. 10-point game. Zeltinger, shot fake, gets Book in the air, and steps inside and scores. Conquerors still in striking distance. Book cross court to Lerma. Got Moen in the air. Rises up. Can't get it to go. Now Moen. Tierney. Zeltinger. Going to the strong to the basket. Foul is called on Sonnenberg. It's his second. It'll be 1-1 for Zeltinger at the line, where he is 0 for 2 today. It's a 30-second timeout taken by the Conquerors with 1:47 to play in this one. Fans, you can stay connected with the SaberCats throughout the season by following them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on the web at mbusabercats.com. Use the hashtag SnarlStrong to show your support on social media. And for game day information, visit mbusabercats.com/composite. And check out the team pages for bios of each student athlete. That may be the Conquerors' last timeout. Trying to get that information for you, but I do believe that is their last. He might have one left. 1-1 for Zeltinger. He's missed both of his attempts today. Short again. And SaberCats will again look to take as much time off the clock as they can. Book dribbles between two defenders. Out of bounds off the Conquerors. It'll stay with the SaberCats. Probably a good break there for the SaberCats, all things considered. Book into Lerma. Book doubled. Cross court to Sonnenberg. Wide open three. No. And Berge the board. Ahead to Tierney. On the break. Long two-point attempt from Dryberg is good, but his foot was inside the arc. 6-point game. Lerma across to Book. Wilkerson to Gill. Leaves for Sonnenberg. Back out to Book. Wisely taking more time off the clock. Book between defenders. Sidesteps. Dishes to Sonnenberg. Blocked from behind. And we've got a foul called. And it's going to be on Moan. That is his fourth, so he is up against the limit now. Shouldn't be a factor with limited possessions left, but you never know. Under a minute to play, and Sonnenberg's going to have to get so Sonnenberg having trouble getting the end of the finger to stop bleeding. At least in my unprofessional medical opinion. Band-Aid keeps coming off, so he's been approved by the officials, and he is stroking it from the free throw line. Big free throw there. Makes it a 3-possession game. And Sonnenberg calmly knocks down both. Down low, Dryberg working against Sonnenberg. Spins up, puts it in. And that will be the last timeout for the Conquerors. It is a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. SaberCats trying to put the finishing touches on this one. They lead by 6 with 38.2 seconds to play. Surprisingly enough, Conquerors do not open up full court pressure. Sonnenberg to Wilkerson. Bounces to Gill. No bounce to Gill, excuse me. But finds Gill on the cut. 2 points. Wilkerson tips it away from Tierney. Gill on the break. Lays it up and lays it in. And that should do it. Moan to the basket. Lays it up with the left hand and in. 8-point game. SaberCats can dribble it out. Pass tipped. Zeltinger. In the corner is Dryberg for three. No. Gill to Lerma. And that should do it as the horn sounds. SaberCats able to come away with an 8-point victory. Looked like it would not be as close of a game in the first half for a lot of stretches as the SaberCats enjoyed multiple double-digit leads in the first half, but Conquerors' impressive fortitude, hanging tough through this one. Kept it close in the second half. And SaberCats able to put the finishing touches down the stretch on an 8-point victory.
SaberCats win 80-72, and they will face Crown College tomorrow at 3:15 p.m.
So I want to thank each one of you once again for joining us, watching this presentation of the SaberCats basketball on the SaberCats Sports Network. These SaberCats are in action once again tomorrow against Crown College. They will host them on their home floor. Tip-off for that one set for 3:15 Central Standard Time. Hope you'll join us for that one. You can stay up to date, fans, with all things SaberCats online at MBUSaberCats.com or by following the SaberCats on social media. That handle is at MBU SaberCats. So on behalf of our entire crew here at Maranatha Baptist University, I want to thank you for the pleasure of your company. Until next time, have a great night.